So here's what we're doing. We've got 30, 15. So 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're gonna stick with each pair. We're gonna do each pair 4 times. So we've got 3 pairs of exercises. We'll also do that 3 minutes. We'll do 3 minutes of get-ups in the beginning. So we'll start off at the end of warm-up. We'll do 1 get-up, 1 Turkish get-up every 30 seconds for 3 minutes. So it just ends up being 3 on each side, but it's a good way to warm up. It's a good way to do a little bit of extra mobility and a little bit of extra work before we get working. So we've got that. Plus, then we're gonna go alternating reverse lunge. So you can hold the weight wherever you want. You can hold it here, you can hold it, I would hold it here or down low. It's just that if we're alternating every time, then you gotta switch hands if you're holding it low. So I would hold it here, just stepping back. And then lateral bound, so we're stepping or jumping side to side. So it's 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We'll repeat each of those 4 times. The next group, seated shoulder press. So we're sitting down and sitting up tall and pressing. The deal with this is there's absolutely no way to cheat on those. So we will switch halfway through on that one. Plus a row hold. A row hold, you're gonna have to get creative with the equipment that you have. If you have one like heavyish weight, you could do a 2-hand row. Hold. So you're just here, you're holding the weight in between, just like you're doing a deadlift. Then you're gonna pull your elbows up and really squeeze here. So that would be your row hold. If you have a band, I kind of like to use the band where you sit down, like sit tall, and just pull in and hold. So yeah, we've only got 30 seconds, so you've got to find something that's going to be a challenge. So it's either a 2-hand row, like bent over row, or a band, or you can do 1 arm at a time and switch 15 seconds through. Side plank. The next one is side plank and RDL. So we just side plank from an elbow. We'll switch at 15 seconds. And then the RDL is just basically a deadlift from the floor. You're just going down, touch, come up, down, touch, come up. And that is our circuit. All right, so let's get on the roller. Hopefully you started low and you're working your way up. Today, let's go ahead and roll on the front of your legs. Everything we do pretty much on the roller is useful, but I pick a different thing every day just because I want to make sure that everybody's getting to it. We tend to do our favorites all the time. So I want to make sure that everybody's including the things that we need in that, not just the favorites. So as you're rolling out the front, you're going to be kind of tilting side to side a little bit also. So you're not just wearing the same track down the front of your legs. You can also be rolling down, maybe not all the way to the side, but slightly to the side. Working all the way up on top of your hip flexor. So you'll have to turn a little bit to the side and just rolling the part of your thigh, the very top of your thigh that plugs into your hip bone. And then you'll lay on the floor, put the roller next to you, parallel to your body, bring that knee up. Pop your knee up on top. And we're rolling in and out this way. Switching sides. And good. Last one we'll do today. Let's sit on top of the roller. Cross an ankle over. And switch sides. And good. All right, starting off on the floor today, we're going to do a hip glute bridge. So we just press both knees into both heels into the floor, lifting your hips up. So we're nice and strong here. Then we're going to do a floor slide. So we're reaching up and down. If you joined us yesterday, it was pretty press heavy or push heavy. Lots of push-ups, lots of like plank holds. So we want to take a little extra time to warm up the shoulders today. 5 more seconds. And relax. All right, let's go both feet up towards the ceiling. Pressing your heels up towards the ceiling. You can either hold one leg and work the other, or we alternate. So we drop the heel down, tap the floor, come back up. Try to keep your low back in the exact same spot at the bottom, when your heel's at the bottom, as you did when your heel was at the top, right? So as you're moving your limbs, you should not be moving your low back. Come down, try to tap the back of your knee to the floor. Five more seconds. And good, just roll over to your side, fingertips together. We're gonna open up like a book. And we'll go 20 seconds here. We can either go through reps of this, or you can open up and hold. If you're doing reps, make sure every time you come back together, those fingertips touch each other. 5 more seconds. And switch sides. Remember, for this, we want your knees up around your belly button level. Keeping your knees glued right on top of each other, whether you're doing reps or just staying open. Make sure your knees are staying stacked right up on top of each other. 5 more seconds. And good. All right, we're gonna go from a plank position, pushing your hips up to downward dog, and back. So we'll just work this for about 20 seconds. Let your heels drop in the back, so we're looking for a big stretch down the back of your legs. And relax, let's go ahead and stand. So real basic, old school arm circles. We'll keep them small to start. Getting shoulders warmed up. Make sure your posture is really good here. There's still a lot of value in doing these. All right, let's switch directions. Keep the circle small, but you're switching directions. And good. Okay, bigger circles now. Feeling that stretch. Other direction. And good, last bit of work before we get started. Stepping out to the side, and we'll step out to the other side. So we're just alternating lateral lunges here. And good. All right, the first 3 minutes, are going to be spent doing a get up each side every 30 seconds. Okay, so let's start off on your back. One arm up towards the ceiling, whatever arm is up towards the ceiling, that leg will be bent. And we'll do one get up every 30 seconds for 3 minutes. All right. So we're ready to get going here. We'll start off in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we got 3 minutes, one get up each side every 30 seconds. We're coming all the way up. Good, next one will be in 10 seconds. Rest in between. There is plenty of time to do these, so you don't have to rush. And here we go, other side. Try to keep an eye on the weight as you go up. Okay, that's one each side. Back to the first side, ready, and go. Okay, other side. Here we go. As we do these last two, try to focus on your initial movement. When you go to push that weight up towards the ceiling, try to keep your straight leg heel on the ground. All right, and go. So we're really trying to keep that leg that's straight, keep your heel on the ground. And the last one, here we go. And good. Okay. All right, so we're getting right into it here. Remember, we're looking at just the first two exercises. We got reverse lunge and lateral bound. So we've got 30 seconds of each. We'll get started in about 15 seconds if you want to grab a drink. And then have your weight ready. Starting off with that alternating reverse lunge. And we'll have 15 seconds of rest. All right, getting started in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, alternating reverse lunge. 5 seconds left. And rest. A lateral bound is next. That's jumping or stepping side to side. Make sure you stick your landings. 2, 1, and here we go. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Good, back to the reverse lunge. 2, 1, here we go. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lateral bound in 5 seconds. And here we go. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Relax. Okay, halfway through this group. And here we go, reverse lunges. 3, 2, 1. Lateral bounds coming up. And here we go. Ten seconds. Rest. All right, last time through reverse lunges. Here we go. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Rest, last time on the lateral bound. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last lateral bound. seconds. And rest. Okay. So we're working our way into the next group here. Seated shoulder press and the band row. Or seated row, I should say. You can either do the seated row with a band wrapped around the bottom of your feet, like this, sitting tall, pulling those elbows back and holding strong, 30 seconds. Or if all you have is a weight, you can make it work too, where you're just facing down, or we're pressing up and holding. If you don't have a weight, lay on your back and press your elbows into the ground, trying to lift your shoulder blades up off the ground. It's just kind of an isometric hold, but we want your shoulder blades nice and flush to your back. All right? So getting started with the seated shoulder press. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We'll switch hands at the 15-second mark. And switch. Three seconds. 2, 1. Getting ready for the row hold. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it with 2 hands, because we're not going to call the halfway point. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. Making sure your shoulder blades are flush along your back. Try to do the work with your back and shoulder blades, not just your arms or your biceps. Think about your elbows pulling back behind you. 3 seconds. And relax. If you find that the sitting position gives you any kind of trouble, feel free to go up to kneeling or half kneeling, or even standing. These presses. All right, off we go. And switch. Two, one, relax. Five seconds till the row. And here we go. Another way you can do this row is if you have a band that doesn't quite work right, you can stand on it and bend over and pull it in towards your chest. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, relax. Five seconds. Halfway through this group. Here we go. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. Make sure with the shoulder press, you're starting on a different side each time. You're starting on the other side each time. Just because that's switching time. All right, here we go. Round 3 on the row. Make sure we're sitting tall. Or if you are bent over, make sure your spine's nice and long. 5 seconds. Relax. Okay, last round of shoulder pressing, row. 5 seconds. All right, here we go. Halfway. Three seconds. Okay, rest. Last row coming up. 3, 2, 1. Try to keep those elbows just behind your ribs. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, good. Last group here. We've got side plank and basically deadlift, right? So an RDL would be kind of a shorter version of a deadlift, actually. So if your hands go to just below your knees or coming up. So just a hip hinge, you should get tired in the back of your legs and your butt there, not in your low back. Okay? So side plank is your choice. You can go from your elbow. You need to modify, you bend your knees and go from your knees. All right, so you're either on your elbow or your hand. And let's get rolling with the last group here in 5 seconds. Starting off with the side plank, I'll call halfway. 2, 1, here we go. That top foot is going to go in front. Halfway, switch it up. Five seconds. And relax. RDL's coming up next. If you find that a weight isn't enough for you, if you don't have a big enough weight, try it with a band. You can use a band if you have one. Go. So think as you are hinging over, you're giving yourself that hamstring stretch. Coming back up. 10 seconds. Nice. So even if the weight doesn't feel challenging to you, sometimes the reps can get you. So don't underestimate what 20 or 25 of those can do. All right, side plank, here we go. Five seconds on this side. And switch. Three seconds. Okay, good. Back to the deadlift. 2, 1. Here we go. All right, back to the side plank for round 3. Ready, and go. Halfway. Three, two, one. RDLs are next. Here we go. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Hey Jen, I just saw that you're on here. Sorry. If you need any extra explanation with anything, just shout it out. Let me know.
No problem. Thanks.
All right, last time here. Last time on the side plank. Wait, right? Somebody help me out. Oh, yeah, we're side plank. Good. And halfway. Five seconds. And relax. Okay. Last set of deadlifts coming up. Making sure that that movement comes right from your pockets here. Not bending at your low back as you bend over. Back should be nice and flat. Okay, off we go. Little bit of knee bend here, but you should have your knees straight enough to where you can get a stretch on your hamstrings. Give yourself that hamstring stretch. Use the stretch to stand back up. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1, and relax. Okay. All right. Good job, gang. That's a wrap for this morning. Take a second, catch your breath. Have an excellent remainder of your day. Thanks for joining me. Steve, nice to see you. Don, I'm sure you're there, but I can't see you. And we'll talk to you all later. See you.